So some notable fighters has taken notice to the news. The news that Showtime, after almost 40 years in the sport of boxing, it has now come to an end. It's your boy, Bushido Boxing, Bushido the Dragon, Bushido the Instigator, Bushido the Silver-Haired Demon, Bushido this, Bushido that, Bushido. Look, now I'm sure you guys heard the news, right? And if you don't know, Showtime is done with boxing. After almost 40 years of partaking in a sport, it has finally come to an end. And now, some more notable boxers has given their thoughts and given their insight as to what should be next, right? Because this changes everything for the sport of boxing. Showtime was the last platform that was on premium television for people to see. Of course, they transitioned to an app later on, but they was the last of the Mohicans, so to speak, right? Now everything is looking like it's going to be on an app. Paramount Global is done with boxing altogether. Where does this leave Showtime? I don't know. But Ryan Garcia says this, quote, "Today is a really important day for boxing. HBO and Showtime defined our sport for a generation, and now they are both out. All of us boxers need to make this a collective fight. We got to be thinking about marketing, new audiences, investors, global, all of it. Boxing is still the greatest sport in the world. We just got to reimagine it." And yeah, moving forward, man, everything is going to be on apps now. So fight fans are going to have to transition to apps full time. I think most people in the modern era have gotten used to this whole app thing, right? I mean, they got apps on our smart TVs, apps on our gaming consoles, apps on our smartphones, apps everywhere. So it shouldn't be so hard or too hard to transition to an app. But depending on which app they go to, right? And when I say they, I mean PBC, right? Where is this whole stable of fighters going to go? That's going to be the telling thing. Where are they going to go? We're hearing rumors that they may end up on DAZN, right? But Terence Bud Crawford reacts. And Terence Bud Crawford in the past has been kind of vocal and seemed like he wants to step out in the forefront as far as doing things after boxing for the fighters to better the sport for everybody, right? But Terence Bud Crawford says this, quote, "I couldn't agree more," at Ryan Garcia. "The system we have isn't going to fix this. We got to think different. Look at every other sport. It's building empires by doing it right. Us fighters need to come together. We could fight in the ring, but work together for our sport and our families." End quote. That's what Bud had to say. And he's right. Your fighters are going to have to come together, right? These are all millionaires, right? These guys got money. Sanction body's not going to do it. The fighters got to do it. And you would think that some of the fighters from yesterday, will set up some type of union. Some of the legendary Hall of Fame fighters set up a union for the fighters today. And so they won't have to go through the struggles that they had to go through. But it just doesn't seem that way in boxing, right? It don't seem like a lot of the OGs, not all of them, but it don't seem like they really look out for the younger guys coming up like I feel they should, right? But guys like Terence Bud Crawford is already showing us that he's going to be looking out. I mean, he does it now when you look at some of the younger fighters that look up to Terence Bud Crawford, right? But Terence Bud Crawford reacts to De La Hoya. De La Hoya has some things to say about it, and De La Hoya said this, "I salute Showtime for their near 40-year commitment to the sport that I love. I am hopeful that promoters can use this unfortunate situation to put our differences aside and start working together more often to help make more of the bigger fights and grow our sport." End quote. And we've seen Oscar come out more recently say that us promoters need to work together. He came out with a video saying promoters need to work together, etc., etc., etc. Then you see him with Bob Arum, look like they may have been talking business, etc., right? But Bud Crawford reacts to De La Hoya. And Bud says this, quote, "Respectfully, at Oscar De La Hoya, if the boxers aren't at the table, it isn't going to work." End quote. And yeah, Terence Crawford is really trying to get the fighters involved with a lot more of the business and making sure these guys don't get left out on things that's really important, right? And yeah, man, I mean, look, I think we're going to start seeing more and more fighters speaking out. I think more fighters need to speak out. I think the fighters need to come together, put their minds together, their resources together, and come up with some type of union or some type of something. Because, I mean, it's looking like it's going to be either ESPN or DAZN. And for guys like Terence Bud Crawford, who may have simply burnt that bridge with ESPN Top Rank, maybe they can rebuild it because of his name, because of who he is. I don't know. But Terence Crawford, it don't look like there's too many options if Showtime ship is continuing to sink. It don't look like there's too many more options for Terence Crawford if Showtime is out of the picture, right? Will BO K Prime will come back out of nowhere? We don't know, right? Well, this is going to leave all the guys that fight on that platform. It's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out. It's unfortunate. Showtime been in boxing for almost 40 years, and now it has come to an end. Tell me what you guys think. What should the fighters do? What should the promoters do? What should boxing do? Like and subscribe. Holla at your boy. Peace out.